The wind howled, snow fell in thick sheets, obscuring the path. A lone figure, bundled in furs, trudged towards the distant lights of Frostbite Creek, a small town nestled in the Alaskan wilderness. He had been warned about taking this path, especially so close to nightfall. Locals spoke of Blackwind's Pass with fearful whispers, their eyes darting nervously as they spun tales of the old house. The house stood alone, perched precariously on a windswept hill overlooking the town, a testament to a bygone era. Its once grand facade was now weathered and decaying, the victim of years of harsh winters and neglect. The windows, like empty eyes, stared out blindly, reflecting the dying light of the setting sun. The townsfolk claimed it was haunted, a place where the veil between this world and the next was thin. They told stories of strange lights and unexplained noises, visions of ghostly figures, their sorrowful cries echoing on the wind. No one dared to approach the house, let alone spend the night. It was a place of fear, shrouded in mystery and steeped in sorrow. The old house on Blackwind's Pass held the town of Frostbite Creek in its icy grip. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more chilling tales. The house was built in the late 1800s during the gold rush, a time of both great promise and immense hardship. Its first owner, a wealthy prospector named Jedediah Blackwind, struck gold on the very hill the house stood upon. He spared no expense, bringing in the finest materials and craftsmen from the lower 48 states. The house was to be his masterpiece, a testament to his success. Jedediah lived there with his wife, a beautiful but delicate woman named Serafina. For a time they were happy, but their joy was short-lived. A sickness swept through the town, claiming Serafina as its victim. Jedediah was devastated. He locked himself in the house with his grief, slowly descending into madness. Locals whispered of strange rituals and incantations as Jedediah desperately searched for a way to bring his beloved Serafina back. His efforts were in vain, and his sanity continued to crumble. One stormy night, the townsfolk awoke to the sound of blood-curdling screams echoing from the house on the hill. They found Jedediah's lifeless body in his study, a single bullet wound in his head. Years passed, and the house stood empty, a haunting reminder of the tragedy that had unfolded within its walls. Many were drawn to its mystery, their curiosity outweighing their fear. One such soul was Thomas, a writer drawn to the macabre. He had heard the stories, dismissed them as folklore, exaggerations of a simpler time. He believed that within the house's dusty walls he would find inspiration for his next novel. He arrived in Frostbite Creek on a night much like the night Jedediah had breathed his last. The wind howled, and the snow fell in blinding sheets. Undeterred, Thomas approached the house. As he stepped onto the porch, the floorboards creaked ominously beneath his weight. The front door, unlocked and swaying slightly in the wind, seemed to beckon him inside. The air inside was heavy with the smell of decay, and the silence was deafening save for the sound of his own breathing and the pounding of his heart. He wandered through the darkened rooms, his flashlight casting eerie shadows that danced and flickered, taking on menacing forms. The house felt alive, watching him, judging him. Upstairs, Thomas discovered a room untouched by time. A fire crackled merrily in the hearth, casting a warm glow over the opulent furnishings. A woman's vanity stood against the far wall, its silver-backed brush shimmering in the firelight. Drawn to it, Thomas ran his fingers across the dusty surface. As he did so, the mirror hanging above the vanity began to glow. A chill ran down his spine. Slowly he turned to face the mirror. At first he saw only his reflection, his face pale and drawn in the flickering candlelight. Then he saw it, a face shimmering behind his own, the face of a woman, her eyes filled with an unspeakable sadness, Serafina. terror gripped Thomas's heart. He stumbled backward, tripping over his own feet. As he lay there, gasping for breath, he heard a voice, soft and mournful, whisper his name. The mirror went dark. Thomas scrambled to his feet and fled the house, the screams of the wind echoing the terror in his own heart. He never looked back, but he never forgot the face in the mirror. The house on Blackwinds Pass had claimed another victim. Like and subscribe for more videos.